What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. All right, so this is the situation we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have this tropical wave that is developing very quickly right here. We're going to go ahead and show you this, what we're looking at right here. We now have a 50% chance of development right here. When we reported on this last time, this was only at 20%. Now we've jumped up to 50 in less than 24 hours. So this is what we got. A tropical wave located between the western coast of Africa and the Cabo Verde Islands is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear to be conducive for gradual development, and a tropical depression could form during the early to middle portions of next week, while the system moves westward at 15 to 20 miles per hour across the eastern and central tropical Atlantic. Formation chance in the next 48 hours is now 10%. It wasn't near zero before. And the formation chance in the next 7 days is now 50%. It was 20 last time we reported on it here on the Pat's Path Predictor channel. We're going to go ahead and show you some runs that we're looking at, and we are now getting some model runs, not ensembles or anything like that, but official model runs that are now indicating hurricane strength, including both the European and the GFS. We're going to go ahead and show you that. Here's what the European is showing. We're looking at a tropical storm developing right here as things are slow to organize at first, but then things start to organize a bit more quicker. We're approaching hurricane strength right here. That we're absolutely at the minimum central pressure to do that, and then it starts to kind of meander between tropical storm and category 1 strength. But by the time we get out to over here, it does start to organize quicker, starts to strengthen quicker into a potential category 2 hurricane, according to the European. It's right here, and we'll go ahead and show you the wind shear in just a little bit, and as well as other conditions as well. But we're going to go ahead next show you the GFS right here. The GFS has something similar to that, except the GFS has this ramping up much quicker, actually has this as a hurricane over here in the main development region, which that is a very rare scenario. In fact, this whole scenario is very rare for June. You don't see a rare hurricane very often, let alone one that both the Euro and GFS agree on, essentially. And this thing continues to strengthen, organize, develop, whatever. Gets up to category 2 strength, similar to the European. It is a little bit further to the east than the European run is initially anticipating. Always has a north and eastern bias with that one. Now, we're going to go ahead and show you what's fueling this potential system right here. We're looking at very warm waters right here. The water temperatures are like 27, 28, 29 degrees Celsius, around 28 or so in the main development region. It's the warmest it's ever been in 2023, so that's definitely going to fuel this. Also, if we take a look at the ocean heat content, it's slowly but surely starting to show in the main development region over here, and we're looking at areas once it gets into this area in the MDR right here, we're looking at values well over 100 of OHC right here, which is probably where this thing is going to develop according to both of these models right here. Now, we're going to go ahead and show you the wind shear looking into this across the Atlantic and the MDR. Things are a bit mixed, but if we go ahead and take a look at the eastern Atlantic Ocean where this thing is in a pocket of very low wind shear and a pocket of decent moisture to kind of take advantage of. So definitely something to keep an eye on as time continues to progress. We're going to go ahead and next show you what we're looking at. We're going to show you the shear according to what the European is showing. The shear does start to weaken considerably across the MDR as this thing is starting to organize and develop right here. And then as time goes on, as it reaches those pockets of more ocean heat content, this does start to develop, although this does look like shear right here, but this is more of the circulation as well as the outflow going on, at least to the south of it. To the north of it, that is mostly shear, but in some scenarios, it can actually help the tropical storm or hurricane, as it could enhance the outflow with that. So that's something we need to keep in mind as time continues to go on. And the European does start to enter a burst of more wind shear, which does kind of stunt its development until it gets out into the Atlantic Ocean right there. So that's something to keep an eye on right here. It is too early to make projections on the intensity, as these things are very highly unpredictable at this time. And this isn't even an invest yet, so I don't plan on doing that right now. Now we're going to go ahead and show you some ensemble runs. This is the European ensemble, and this is the GFS ensemble. And the reason I'm showing you guys this is because right now, A lot of ensemble runs are anticipating hurricane strength, but right now the ensemble runs are about 50-50 split on if this is going to hit the Lesser Antilles as well as the Virgin Islands, or if it's going to stay out to the sea. And this is happening with both of them right here. And the European ensembles, about half of them have it getting either close to or making landfall in some of these some of these Antilles islands right here, and some of these Virgin Islands over here, while the rest of them have it staying out to sea. So that's definitely something we need to keep in mind as time continues to go on. We're going to go ahead and next show you the GFS, and that's showing a similar situation going on right here. Similar situation to what's going on, although the GFS has more runs of it staying out to sea, although it does have some that have it coming very close to what's going on in the Antilles. That's the 0Z run. The 6Z run has, similar to what the European 0Z is going on, has the models more or less split on if it's going to stay out to sea or if it's going to potentially impact some of these islands. So that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on right here. But seeing the European calling for a potential hurricane in June is quite interesting, and it's quite the thing that we may be getting into. We'll continue to update you here on the Pat's Path Predictor channel, but with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Helps us out, helps us make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather. If you want to help us out and want to join our community, feel free to join the Storms United Discord server. Link is in the description down below, or is in the end screen right over there. But with that being said, have a wonderful day, guys. Stay safe.